Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Ironman. Last video was the video of Bandos, and we wrapped up Bandos with, I think it was 88 KC there. Yeah, so if you didn't see the last video, make sure you check it out to see what drops we got, because I'm about to show it in just one. Ooh, DM. I can't catch them on the UIM. Oh, Magic Seed. Fuck, what was I saying? Alright, so last video, we set out to get the Bandos God Sword because that's required for a stash unit, along with the Bandos Plate Body, which we've had for a while, and the Bandos Cloak, which we just got like 2 videos ago. And at 85 KC, we got the Bandos Hilt. So Bandos is not the best boss to do for shards because it's so few kills per hour. I was getting like 2.5 kills per hour. Saradomin's probably the best God Wars boss to do if you're going for shards. So I'm sure you could already tell by the title or thumbnail or something, but we're going to be doing Saradomin God Wars today. Wait, first things first, let me put all these freaking clue items away because the 7-year anniversary event just came out and we got the cat ears. I'm very glad I saved the assembler from Boardcat a few videos ago and didn't drop it for Bandos because that's something that's going to be very helpful to have for Saradomin. It would have been kind of annoying to have to get back if I did drop it. And speaking of saving things, I've never kept a stack of super restores on this account. And I think I'm going to want to use brews and restores for doing Saradomin. So first thing we're going to do is maybe use up like 100 to maybe 200 of the Snapdragons I've been holding on to for a long time. I only want to make maybe 1 to 200 because I don't want to commit a slot to it. Maybe I'll drop them after we're done if we do actually manage to get all 3 shards, I should say. But yeah, I don't want to commit a slot to it quite yet. I'll definitely need a lot of super stores like really late game, but for now, Saradomin's like the main thing that I could think of that we'll definitely need restores for. The Crystal Shield we'll also be using in Saradomin, so I guess now is a really good time to be doing this while we happen to have the Crystal Shield and the Assembler. To collect red spider's eggs for the super restores, I'm going to be doing the Tower of Life, which I've shown in a couple of videos in the past. Essentially, I just get sardines from the Fishmonger and Relica, and yeah, pretty self-explanatory from there. So I'll see you back once we have all the red spider's eggs. I'm going to be suiciding too because we'll have to suicide anyways for what we'll be doing after this. Oh yeah, we built the Servant's Money Bag last video and I actually didn't have any money in my inventory when we just suicided, so this thing is actually coming in handy already because we need money to unlock our items. Okay, there's all the red spider eggs that I think we'll be using up, so let's go grab our Snapdragons and make all these into super restores. Yo, like there's someone named Kits in here who has the cat ears on and the staff of Bob the Cat. What a wonderful novelty account. Oh, the friggin' amulet too, going all out. Okay, and we are done making super stores, and this amount of 1-dose potions is the equivalent of like just over 154 doses. And as usual, we'll do a giveaway to all the noobs of the GE, these vials of water. And let's move on now. I guess now's as good of a time as ever to do our farm run because these freaking papayas have been sitting in the looting bag for a long time now. I'm definitely not prioritizing keeping them. This will be the first stack of items or stack of anything that I would drop from the bag because we don't need them, but it's nice to do farm runs here and there when we are taking stuff out of the bag. You know, every time I kill guards in Prifnas for the teleport seed, I swear there's not always a 1 charge on there. I swear it's always been empty. I don't know if they changed that or I just never noticed it had a charge on it, but this one had a charge. I didn't have to recharge it with Elunid before I teleported here. Okay, so next thing we have to do to prepare for Sarah is make Diamond Bolts E, because Broad Bolts, I don't think we'll cut it there, so I think it'd be worth the time to make the Diamond Bolts E. And to get Diamond Bolts E, we need Addy Bolts, and to get Addy Bolts, we need Addy Bars. So we could kill Zalcano, but that'd be a whole like separate video when you have to spend time setting up and preparing for Zalcano, then using up all the other resources we get from Zalcano. So I think the best micro-efficient way to get Addy Bars for our case would be killing Aviances. With the Fremnik Hard Diary done, which we do have done, the Aviances in God Wars drop 4 Addy Bars noted. If you don't have the diary done, they're not noted, but luckily we do have this done. You can't use melee to kill them because they're flying, and how are we going to kill them? Not with range, but with magic. So here's Aviances, and you can see their defense stats are all 0. So we're going to be running with the Toxic Trident, and I ran the DPS calc, and it turns out that using the Trident is very comparable to using the Blowpipe with the setups that we have. So I'll be wearing proselytes. We just pray the whole time in AFK. And yeah, I was surprised it's very similar to DPS. We'll see if the numbers actually turn out to be true because, you know, on paper things are different than in reality, but I just don't want to waste these Addy Darts, and for the Trident we could always buy more Chaos Runes, and I just consider Addy Darts a lot more difficult to come by. And you can see their drop of Addy Bars is 1 out of 4.267, so I guess it's just under 1 Addy Bar per kill on average. And 1 Addy Bar translates into 10 bolts. I don't think we need a Bandos item there, so we have the Zami Boots, the Saradomin Cloak, and then we're going to have the Armadillo book. And you don't have to have the completed book. You could just use the damaged book of the corresponding god type, and it counts. Well, we just spent like 200k to get some charges for the trident, but we can always very easily AFK to get some more money, but Eddie bars for the darts are just not fun. Okay, I think we should be all good to go for God Wars now. And if we take a look at our equipment, we have a beastly plus 31 prayer bonus here. Alright, this set looks so stupid, but it should work. A little trick to save an inventory slot, we could just put those in there. Look at that, that's a UIM pro tip right there. Alright, so when we go down to God Wars, all we do, I believe, is run straight south. I haven't killed aviancies in a very long time, but you can see they're just flying around here, and we have the imbued heart. There's a whole nother section inside of Armadillo over here that has a lot of aviancies. Only issue being is that we'd have to make a mithril grapple and carry a crossbow on us, and there's plenty around this area, so I'm not worried about trying to make our way into there. And you know what I could do is just unequip the damaged book, the Armadillo book, and then all these aviancies should aggro us actually. Maybe that'd be better, but I do prefer the prayer bonus from the damage book. I probably should have grabbed a different book. Oh well, I mean, this will be fine. It's cool they could just aggro us like that. And wait, the rune limbs, that's actually a really good drop because we'll need to make a rune crossbow for Sarah because I don't want to take the one out of the stash unit and have to keep the other 2 items on us. I forgot that they dropped that. That's actually really, really good that we got it. Okay, we got over 100 Addy bars now, which took about 100 kills. So we pretty much met the drop rate for that. And this will translate into just over 1,000 Diamond Bolts E just from these Addy bars here. And it took about 20 minutes to do. My prediction is that we'll probably go through 15 bolts per kill. That's when you take the assembler into account. So I guess every 30 minutes of killing aviancies, we can expect 150 Addy bars, which in turn will be the equivalent of 100 Saradomin KC, if my prediction is correct with the 15 bolts per kill. I think we'll just stay here though until we finish up using these prayer pots. And I think we used like maybe 400 to 450 charges on the trident for 100 Addy bars. Okay, so it's been just over 1 hour. We probably got about 300 kills per hour. We have 288 Addy bars, and then here's the loot from 309 aviancies. I think we got about 200k in alkables. I was doing the math, you know, if we made these Addy bars into Addy plate bodies, then alk them, we'd average about 2k GP per bar. So that could be like 550 to 600k GP if we were to make plate bodies, but we're definitely not doing that. Bolts are gonna be very, very useful. And I think we got about 35k magic XP in this hour as well. It was good timing too. I bought pretty much exactly the amount of charges we needed on the trident for the hour and for all the prayer pots too. That was really, really good timing. In all my time playing RuneScape, I've never used or seen anyone use and sold aviancy heads before. Okay, so here's the RCB we'll be using for Sarah, and then here is the heart clue that we got from the aviancies. Okay, we had the blessed body in the looting bag. All right, now we're gonna go to Hispori and then Suicide for an empty inventory so we can start making these Diamond Bolts E. And we are done smithing them. Let's go train some Fletch in. Okay, and the adamant bolts have been made, and now here's the not so fun part, getting the diamonds. The only shop in the game that has diamonds in stock is the shop in Olrek. If you're an Ironman, there's 2 in stock, but if you're a regular account, there's 6. So there's only gonna be 2 in stock, and they're 260 tackle each. Each cast rune that we buy, we can trade in for tackle for 9 tackle per cast rune. So that's gonna come out to like 29 cast runes for 1 diamond, although each diamond will be 12 bolts. We have 2,880 diamond bolts to make. You get 12 bolt tips per diamond, so that means you have to get 240 diamonds, and then 240 times 260 tackle each means 62,400 tackle to get. And then divided by 9, because it's 9 tackle per cast rune, about 7k cast runes to buy. Yeah, not bad. That's me like 700k plus. Oh, jeez. Okay, 700k has been spent to buy 7,000 chaos runes. Oh, that's rough, dude. I always talk about this, but we still need 40 mil GP in total for 99 construction, so maybe I'll do like Zay, rune crafting at some point, so we can just make some money that way while I work on other things. Also, it's very important to have the Karamja gloves for this method because that makes everything cheaper for you. Okay, so we'll head over to the gem shop, make sure these are actually selling for the 9. Well, it's like a little bit more when there's no stock, but once you sell a few of them, the price does go down to 9 each. So it's gonna be 9 for all these chaos runes. Oh man. Now that we have our 63k tackle, we're gonna make our way over to the gem shop, which is in like the southeastern corner, right over here of more Ulrek, which you need a fire cape to get into here. You only have to show it though, you don't have to give it up. And then we're gonna trade this guy, and a lot of Ironmen do tend to buy these. So maybe be hard to find them, but we're gonna keep on hopping worlds and keep on buying these. I'm actually curious, if we buy one, will the price go up? Okay, it does go up by a little bit, but not that big of a deal. So this is what we'll be doing, hopping worlds over and over, buying 2 diamonds at a time. And then I'll just show you right now what we'll be doing is cutting them into the cut diamonds, and then cutting these diamonds into the bolt tips, which are 12 each. And yeah, I guess we got like 120 worlds to hop, or 120 full worlds to hop, until we get done with this. So I will see you back when we're done. Okay, there is the last of the diamonds, and how is the math? Wait, oh my, dude, that math was freaking perfect. Wow. Well, there we go. There we go. Let's start making all these now. Oh, I think we'll get a fletching level actually. Also, it took about 45 minutes to buy and craft and fletch all these diamond bolt tips. All right, there's 74 fletching. Our weakest link has been leveled up. We have base level 74s now. And the last step that we have to do is finally enchant all the diamond bolts into diamond bolts E. And for each cast of the spell, you need 2 law runes, which luckily we have a lot of laws from Zora. We have 13k in the rune pouch. And then we need 1 cosmic rune. So we're gonna buy cosmic runes here in Prif. Oh wait, I need money, don't I? That'd probably help a bit. Okay, there's all the cosmic runes that we need. Let's finally finish up making all these freaking diamond bolts E now. Where's the spell at? Okay. I'm not physically out of breath from clicking, by the way. I'm just mentally exhausted from all the money we spent today and all the time we spent. Honestly, for the future, I don't feel like this is even worth the time making all these and spending all the money. I just feel like broad bolts would do just fine, and instead of spending, I think it's been 4 hours now that we've been working on making these. If we were doing broad bolts, we would have been done with this whole entire process in like 5 to 10 minutes at the most. So I guess we'll see how these go. I'll put the perks of the Diamond Bolt E up on screen if you want to just read for yourself and see what it does. But beyond the extra effect there, it also has a +5 strength bonus over broad bolts. So we'll see if it was worth it making these 2,880 Diamond Bolt E for Sarah. I really hope that this was worth it. So I guess we'll find out. Let's get geared up for Sarah then. Okay, so we somehow still have 8 slots open in the looting bag. So these 7 items are going in there. I guess I will be keeping the papayas for now, but probably not for too much longer. And then I was really debating on what kind of legwear to wear between the Varric skirt, Carol skirt, and black d'hide. I think blessed d'hide would be my first choice, but Varric skirt has a lot of defense, especially for range, and we shouldn't need the magic defense that the Carol skirt would give us because we'll be praying mage the whole time. The blowpipe and serp are both fully charged with scales, and at night I'll probably still be eel fishing anyways, so I could just keep on charging those up as we go. For getting KC, I think I'll use the whip, mainly because I really want to save those addy darts for where it matters, like specifically for Sarah, you know? And I guess that way we save 1 spot in the looting bag if we get a shard or something. Okay, so this inventory looks really, really weird, and this is the first trip of Sarah, so I don't know what kind of supplies I'll go through. We'll just figure out the inventory as we go. I think a lot of it depends on how experienced you are with Sarah, and I'm sure a lot of you know by now that I'm not very experienced, so this is going to be a very big learning experience for me. This will be adjusted quite a bit, I'm sure, though. I want to quickly go over the drops from Sarah. So the only thing that we're going for here is the God Sword shards. And as much as I'd appreciate getting a Sarah hilt or even an ACB to make Sarah quicker, those would just be one more item that would take up space in the looting bag for a long time. And the goal of doing all this is to complete, well, I guess start and complete a God Sword blade. So we need shards 1, 2, and 3. And then here's the minions drop table. And as usual, there are 3 minions, so divide all those rates by 3 to get the effective drop rate of each of those items per kill, assuming you kill all 3 minions. And then of course, there's the 1 out of 5k chance for the pet from the boss. So I'm actually terrified of the Saradomin boss on this account, not because the mechanics of the boss itself are difficult, but because if we DC and we die, we're probably going to lose like half the items, or maybe like a quarter to a third of the items on this account. Not probably, but like depends how bad the DC is. If my internet goes down, because my internet actually went down last night for the first time in like 3 months or something, and it was down for 30 minutes. It was at like 1 a.m., but you know, we could have been at Bandos, which wouldn't have been as bad, but if that happens here, it's going to be tough to get back twice within 1 hour. 1 time is definitely doable, but 2 times would be pushing it. So if that happens and we die, I'm gonna have to pick and choose which items to keep and which ones I'd be okay with losing. So if that does happen, we're probably losing all these stacks of herbs and secondaries and U-logs and stuff, just so we could fit as much as possible into one trip in the inventory that we go there. But yeah, I think this is probably like the second riskiest boss outside of the wildy bosses, right behind Arma, simply because of how long it takes to get the kill count. If we do die though, we will have the blowpipe on us because it's untradeable, so we will use that to get KC. I wrote a whole plan out just in case. If my internet doesn't go down and I just have a bad lag spike or I just mess up or something, we should be able to get back twice, especially with the Bible looting bags right now. But I'll see you back once we're done getting KC here. Okay, I also have no idea why I brought GP with me, but I probably shouldn't bring that with me in the future. I'll just put that into the, probably into the servant's money bag after each trip. Okay, so I'm gonna drop these water runes because the spiritual mages drop me runes. So maybe we'll start collecting those for a little bit because they're earth and water combined together. You know, you might even call these wet dirt runes. Okay, so here we are. We have our 40 KC. Honestly, I'm so tempted to bring a Ring of Life instead of using the Ring of Suffering and just keep that in the inventory, but dude, I don't know. We'll just see how things go. Gain KC though, we did use up, let's see, 2% of the charges, which is kind of a lot, but it is what it is. If we have to suicide to get the scales out of the bag to recharge this up at some point, so be it. Yeah, I guess one last quick look at the gear and the setup and everything if you want to take a look. Ignore the inventory, like I said, this is definitely going to change quite a bit, but this is more like a practice run just to see like what supplies we're left over with at the end, and we'll adjust from there. But yeah, we got the Zami item, Sir item, and yeah, I'm going to hype myself up as usual, and I'll probably end up seeing you at the end of the trip then. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay. Whew. All right, that was the first trip, and you can see what we have left over here. So I brought too much prayer. I'm gonna put the sharks in the looting bag because we don't need those. We'll just use extra brews instead of sharks. I probably should bring more stamina too. I guess we're good in range pot though. Yeah, but as you can see, that was a 2-kill trip. Very, very bad, but you know, we'll improve from here. It's just the first try. So it looks like we went through 25 bolts in those 2 kills, so that's not too bad. I guess we also went through 3.3% of the scales in the Serp Helm, if you include the KC. Okay, here's the new setup of the inventory. Let's see how this trip goes. So now we'll have an emergency way to teleport out without having to equip the staff. Wait, what? What? Bro, they just logged in the middle of the kill. Why do people suck, man? That's so frustrating, man. The boss like this too, so long to get in there, and the kill was so close too. That probably would have been a 4-kill trip, I think, but dude, people suck, man. Okay, new and improved inventory setup. 1 less range pot, 1 more prayer pot. Hey, there's dragon boots. I don't know, should I just like run over with my main and just pick them up? Because I'm not gonna be doing anything with them on this account. Not even worth the inventory space to allocate. I'm going to run over on the main. Very conveniently, I actually have my main already in the God Wars gear because I was checking out the AVNCs to see like how many there were out there. Bro, are you kidding? Literally the second I got in here. It takes like 20 minutes to get KC with the whip as well. If you're wearing the Serp Helm and damage a monster with the blowpipe, there's a 100% chance of venom as long as the monster isn't immune. Some people tag the minions at the start of the kills, so they'd be low hit points after killing the boss, but I don't because I'm pretty sure they'd be dead and have already respawned by the end. It's really weird because some of these kills can be 2 minutes and some can be over 6 minutes. It all just depends on RNG, I guess. Yo, okay, we actually managed to get like a full solid trip here. We're at 10 KC now. What did we start with? Went from 4 to 10 KC. That was a 6-kill trip. Dude, I'm like super satisfied with that. 6 kills though, man. I feel like that's pretty good considering my limited inventory and my limited skill. I'm really happy with that. We're making a little bit of money back. I just got 88k to put in there from all the alcohols that we got during the trip. So, I mean, it's a decent amount of money, but then again, we did spend quite a bit of money to like make the bolts and everything else that we need for Sarah. But hey, it's time to go fishing. Yo, what are all these penguins doing here? What the frick? What? Penguins don't belong here. They don't live in the swamp. They live on the iceberg. Idiots. Alright, 98 cooking here at the Sacred Eels. There's a very good chance this will end up being the next 99 on the account. Eventually. I actually moved over here for a bit, got some broad bolts and got a little bit of AFK range training in, but let's get back to Sarah. Yo, another pair of dragon boots, and I'm just going over there on the main. Still have my main there from yesterday. Dude, we got all these clues on the ground. We got the dragon boots. Just everything's popping off today. Okay, very solid 5 kill trip. I kind of messed up a few times, but it was the first trip of the day, so yeah, happy with that. At 15 KC now. I ran out of prayer pods too, so I was like prey flicking Eagle Eye for the whole last kill, but we got it done. Nice, another 6 kill trip, and I have to like start being really careful about prayer because they keep running out right after the 6th kill, or like right in the middle of the 6th kill. So yeah, but I'm very happy with the progress so far. One tiny change, just replacing one of the prayer pots with a super restore. Okay, so we did get 6 kills this trip, but for some reason the first kill didn't count as a kill, which is really weird because if no one's in the room, then the boss regains full health, and no one was in the room, so I don't know why I didn't get the first kill. So you have 27 kills and all the minions, but it just didn't register as a kill for some reason. I don't know, it's weird. Yo, 30 KC Saradomin sword that will be getting dropped over to the main, but hell yeah, we got a drop finally. Damn, dude. Okay, so we got the drop of the 3 brews and 3 restores, so that made this trip last pretty long. So we wrapped up this one with 34 KC, and we started with 26. So that pretty much extended the trip by 2 to 3 kills. Yeah, 8 kill trip. That's really, really good. And we got the Saradomin sword, which is a really nostalgic weapon for me. I remember, I think it was like 2007 or 2008. I remember going to the Stronghold of Security and killing the red spiders with this freaking Saradomin sword. Inventory of lobsters. Ah, the memories. But yeah, it's gonna be dropped over. What is that out for? Probably not enough. 70, yeah, I'll drop it to the main. We had it once, it's on the collection log. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another one before we get a shard. It kind of sucks saying goodbye to this because, like, I don't know, we haven't really had many God Wars items on this account, but it's not really an item that we need or would use for anywhere, so you know, it's just part of the Ultimate Ironman game mode. Picking and choosing what the most important things are to have is gone. By the way, originally my plan was to go until we get a drop, but we got a drop kind of early, so I think a good stopping point will be at 50 KC. So that'll probably be like 3 more trips, and then we'll call it a video. This video is meant to be focused more on the prep for Sarah, not too much on actually doing Sarah itself. So unless we manage to get all 3 shards in the next 16 kills, the next video there will be quite a lot of Sarah in that video. Yo, it did the thing again where I didn't get the kill for some reason. Maybe someone damaged the minions before already, maybe that's why. Was that a 7 kill trip? Wait, we started with 39 KC and we ended with 46. I didn't get any brew or restore drops, so 7 KC, dude, holy crap. There were a couple of really fast kills. Got lucky. I mean, it's skill, yeah. Yeah, it's all skill. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's grab our chips and dip. All right, another very solid 7 kill trip that time. Went from 46 to 53. Whew. It's been a great day, or great few days of doing the Saradomin. Okay, so what have I learned today? Broad bolts probably would not be fun to use there. So hopefully we can finish up getting all 3 shards before we use up all these diamond bolts, because I really don't want to have to make more, but I don't think we'll actually get all the shards before we use all these up. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see how it goes. You know, it's just part of the game. RNG. We actually got a virtual hit points level just like 1 kill ago or something. That puts it at 102 hit points. Not that anyone cares, but yeah. I know I've answered this question many times in the past, but the comment keeps coming up on every single video, and it'd be very cocky of me to assume that every single person watches every single video. But the reason why my potions are in 1 dose, because after each trip at a boss, or even just doing Slayer, when I have leftover potions like this, I can't decant them into the 4-dose potions, so I'd have to drop them. So this guarantees that I don't have to drop or waste any potions. In terms of kills per hour, pretty much 1 trip took exactly 1 hour between setting everything up and getting kill count. I could probably save maybe 5 to 10 minutes each trip if I were to use the blowpipe, but I don't think it's worth the time save because the time it would take to make addy darts or get all the bars, and well, including all the time it takes to get the supplies to make addy bars into darts, probably would take longer than just using the whip for KC. But essentially, because 1 trip is 1 hour, that means we get like maybe 5, 6, or 7 kills per hour. I guess we'll say like 5 to 6 kills per hour to be on the safe side, which is pretty much exactly double the kills per hour that we were getting at Bandos. So yeah, Sarah Sarah will be the fastest boss for sure if we're just going for shards, because you get the most kills per hour. All right, you know I love looking at the high scores, which I haven't even shown yet for Sarah. But if you get 1 KC, you'll be ranked 124. So only 124 ultimates that have logged in have killed Sarah once. So if we go up a few pages here though, we're at 53 KC now. Our rank, I have to log out, don't I? We are now rank 52 for killing Sarah. Dude, wait, what would front page be? We have to get like 300 something KC to get front page. Hopefully we don't go that dry to get all 3 shards, although that's probably about the drop rate, would be like 300 to 400 KC just to get all the shards. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Next video, we are going to continue on the hunt for the God Sword Blade. So hopefully RNGesus is on our side. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you have a great day, and I will see you again next time.